The Teacher's Side Income Playbook. Pricing lesson plans, printables, and tutoring by subject. A practical pricing playbook for educators, turning classroom expertise into lesson plans, printables, and paid tutoring. You've written a unit plan so good that 3 colleagues photocopied it off your desk before first period. You've built a phonics printable that made a kid who hated reading suddenly ask for more. You have thousands of hours of pedagogical instinct that most business owners would pay consultants 5 figures to access. And yet, when it comes time to put a price tag on any of it, most teachers freeze, undercharge, or give it away because it should be free for other teachers. That instinct is generous. It's also the single biggest reason talented educators leave real money on the table every single month. Why teachers undervalue their own expertise. Ask a freelance designer what a logo costs, and they'll quote a number without blinking. Ask a teacher what a semester's worth of differentiated reading packets is worth, and you'll get a shrug, or worse, whatever people want to pay. The gap isn't skill, it's pricing literacy. Teachers are trained to give knowledge away as a public good, admirable in a classroom funded by taxpayers. Financially dangerous when you're building a side income. Underpricing doesn't just cost you money today, it trains your audience to expect your best work for free forever. The fix isn't to suddenly charge like a management consultant. It's to build a value ladder, a sequence of offers at rising price points, each one solving a slightly bigger problem for a buyer who's already shown they trust you. Free lead magnets earn attention. Low-cost printables earn first purchases. Bundles and courses earn recurring revenue. Tutoring earns your highest hourly rate. Every rung reinforces the next. The value ladder for educators. Rule of thumb. Price the lowest tier low enough that saying no feels silly, and price the highest tier high enough that it reflects the actual outcome you're delivering, not just the hours you spent making it. Pricing lesson plans and curriculum bundles. Lesson plans and curriculum bundles are your mid to high tier because they save buyers the most time. A single day's lesson plan might feel like it's worth 4 to a week unit with slides, assessments, and differentiated versions is easily worth $25 to a fellow teacher who would otherwise spend a weekend building it from scratch. Price by time saved, not by page count. A 40-page packet that took you a weekend to build but only saves a buyer 20 minutes is worth less than a 6-page rubric that saves them 3 hours of grading anxiety. Bundle strategically instead of relying on one-off sales. If you sell a phonics worksheet for $4, a matching assessment for $5, and a parent communication template for $3, package all 3 as a $9 bundle instead of 12 separately. Buyers perceive the discount as a win, and you increase average order value compared to selling the cheapest item alone. This is the same logic that makes grouped offers in a live example store convert better than single items sold in isolation. Printables. The impulse buy tier. Printables are the entry point of your ladder, and they work best when they're cheap enough to buy without a second thought. Sticker charts, seating chart templates, classroom decor sets, morning meeting slides, IEP goal trackers. These should live in the $3–9 range. Don't overthink micro pricing here. The goal isn't margin on any single printable. It's converting a browser into a buyer so they trust you enough to come back for the $30 bundle next month. Seasonal printables deserve premium pricing for a short window, since demand is time-boxed and urgent. Bump those 20 to 30% above your normal price for the 4 to 6 weeks before the holiday. Then discount or bundle them afterward as evergreen filler content. Tutoring rates by subject and format. Tutoring is where teachers most often underprice, because it feels like just talking to a kid for an hour. In reality, you're selling outcomes, a grade recovered, a test passed, a concept finally clicking after months of confusion. Price by specialization and stakes, not by your hourly teaching salary. Parents aren't paying for your time. They're paying to stop worrying about their kid's math grade at 10 p.m. on a Sunday. List every resource or service you currently give away and estimate the hours it saves a buyer. Sort offers into free, impulse buy, bundle, and premium tiers. Check what similar teacher creators charge for comparable bundles or hourly tutoring. Decide your minimum viable session length for tutoring, 30 min, 45 min, 60 min, and price accordingly. Write one sentence describing the outcome each price tier delivers, not just what's included. Set up a real storefront so payment, delivery, and email receipts happen automatically. Turn your pricing ladder into an actual storefront. A pricing strategy only works if buyers can actually check out without friction. Selling printables through a Google Drive link and Venmo requests might work for your first 10 sales, but it falls apart the moment you're juggling grading, lesson planning, and manually emailing files to strangers at 11 p.m. This is exactly the gap store. Fan is built to close. Create your store, list your printables, bundles, and tutoring slots on one link, and let checkout, delivery, and receipts run themselves. Once it's live, that one link goes straight into your Instagram or TikTok bio and your email signature. Connect Stripe or add a PayPal email and you're set to accept Apple Pay, Google Pay, and cards with zero setup for buyers. Digital files deliver instantly, and tutoring bookings sell the same way a webinar or coaching call does elsewhere on the platform. So a parent who books a session gets their meeting link the moment payment clears. No manual follow-up required. Run a discount code for your first 50 followers, use the built-in customer list to see who's bought which tier, and send a broadcast email when you drop a new bundle. If you're not sure which tools fit your situation, the pricing page breaks down what's included on the free plan versus pro, and common questions covers payouts, file types, and how instant delivery actually works behind the scenes. Frequently asked questions. The teachers who build real side income aren't the ones with the fanciest resources. They're the ones who stop treating their expertise like a favor and start treating it like a product line. Build your ladder, price each rung with intention, and let a proper storefront handle the logistics so you can get back to the part you're actually good at: teaching. For more tactics like this, browse the blog and keep stacking small wins into a real income stream. Key takeaways. Think in tiers, not one price. Free samples, low-cost printables, mid-tier bundles, and premium 1-1 tutoring all serve different buyers. Printables should be priced as impulse buys, 3 to 9 ZARs. Curriculum bundles and full units justify 50. Tutoring rates should scale with subject specialization, urgency, test prep versus general help, and format, group versus 1-1. A value ladder turns one-time buyers into repeat customers and eventually into tutoring clients. You need a real storefront, not just a Google Drive link, so payment, delivery, and follow-up are automatic. Start your creator store free at store.fan.